Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies. We're doing a blind. Scott knows what this is. I don't. And
I'm Scott. He's Bart. I've set this up. He's got no idea what's in here, and we're gonna
test it. Apparently my voice is bumping style.
blind box, black, blue, blind box style.
Oh, you sound like me now. Boom.
So, for those who are tuning in, if you don't know, we said it, I'm Scott, he's Bart. This is what we call the blind box challenge. Bart knows, I told him, I said, I got a peated whiskey for you to try. That's all he knows about it. I've set it up in this box. I've poured it.
Right.
Here we are.
We pull out the box.
We've been accused of cheating.
Yeah,
there's
which
no
is
cheating.
Bizarre.
Yeah.
Mostly when you're doing it. I'll get you something, you'll be like, I get barley from, I believe, the space side region. I'll be like, what? You'll be spot on, and they're like, he's peeking. It's a setup.
Let's just say I picked this one up, and I knew right away I got to do this to you blind to get an honest look at this thing. Okay.
Okay.
No preconceptions.
Okay.
No.
Well, by the time this is out, Roy's Blind Pete Challenge will be out.
Yes.
Whoo.
Yeah.
Some mind effery was going on
Well,
there.
that would have came out the Saturday before this one, so that's been out for a week. If you haven't watched Bart's Blind Aquavite Pete Challenge, go watch it.
Yeah, Pete's tough blind.
But yeah, I picked this one up. I was like, I got to give this one to Bart blind.
So here's all I do on this. All right, I'm way better off when I'm not trying to pick distillery because, in my opinion, you can configure stuff in so many different ways. It's hard to peg distillery. At least for me.
Now, I throw stuff at Bart here. You know, is this a cheap whiskey? Is this an expensive whiskey? You know, is it even a Scotch? Is this something that's underrated, overrated?
Is there a brand new abomination out that I'm not familiar with? Because that'll get me.
What about the color? Judge it by the color. Sure. Generally, we're not going to do that. But what's the color tell you? What do you think?
It's a great amber color. It looks like, what do they call that, like when a mosquito was trapped in amber?
In the Jurassic Park.
Yeah. What is it? What are they trapped in? They're trapped in the sap.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
Something.
But it kind of looks like that color.
Sap.
Yeah, sap. The amber. I've got water spots on my Riedel cognac glass. This is probably my favorite.
And I pulled that out for you. I knew that's one of Bart's favorite glasses, so I did pour that for you in there. And I've got just a Glencairn Copita, Jason Whiskey Wises. But
these are delicate.
What do you get on the nose?
So I get a sooty peat, a little dusty. So sometimes for me, it's better. I'll even say what peat isn't. So I don't get the iodine. I don't get tobaccos. It's a sooty, slight Band-Aid with a touch of that Band-Aid rubber kind of smell to it. But it's also got a sweet, I'm salivating here, it's got a sweet, spicy underlay. Maybe a little bit of like a toffee, sugary toffee in there as well. Burnt caramels. God, this is where I love the peats. Huh. Whoa, ooh, I spilled some. Dang, I came down quick. Hold on.
Do the hand rub.
Ooh.
So I'm sitting here reserved. I'm just going to let Bart give his notes and stuff. I've got it's all locked away up here.
Brings up the grain and a little bit of a pine note. Huh. Wow.
Go in for a sip there.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, boy, I really sloshed that around.
You're right, of course, with the peat notes. But I mean, I told you peat, but I mean, it's...
Wow. Higher proof. Almost caught my breath. A little bit effervescent, which is almost like sometimes that'll give me a minty flavor, but it's not that. It's the effervescence of a mint. Usually means higher proof. What's cool is here I'm getting some high tobacco notes. When I say high tobacco notes, it's not like a burning tobacco. It's more like a packed tobacco for a pipe. Hints of leather in there, but a lot of leather and tobacco, which is my favorite. I don't care what the distillery is. A lot of times it's Ardbeg, but I'll get those leather and tobacco notes, and that's what I love in a peat. Wow.
I'll tell you what I get. Just look. Okay, if you take a Scotch that's this color, and it's peated, to me, I can tell you that's been in a sherry cask. And to me, that's coming out as well. That's some of the notes that you're getting here. You've got the peat. This is a heavy peat hitter, and a little bit of a sherry cask influence, and it's showing in the color.
I'll see in a sherry finish, I'll usually get those raisin notes.
Sometimes with peat. Sometimes I can just tell you with peat, I'm going to tell you, okay, it's peated, and I can tell there's kind of a dark fruit finish to it. You know, a lot of times the peat just overrides some of the finer stuff. I can tell you with this, I get that sherry casking finish in here as well.
I wasted a good swig with my swirl. It's all over the place.
This one goes a long ways. You're right with the higher proof. This is a higher proof, so a little of this goes a long ways. I'm going to go ahead and add a drop of water.
I'll take a drop as well.
Maybe two for me.
Just take one. There you go. Nice drop in there.
And Bart, you are more the peat head than me.
Love the peat. I love the peat young, punchy, and flavorful.
I like this one from the get-go. I didn't know what to expect.
Really?
But to me, this one is a great example of the peat and the sherry together. A sherry finish. Not strong sherry. It is present. I think you're right with the leathers and the tobaccos. I got those as well. It's darker. It's peaty. It's sweet.
All right. For some reason, and this is more of a guess, I guess. I'm wondering if it's like a heavily peated Bunnahabhain.
Well, that would be a good guess.
That's all I'm saying. So,
It's not.
okay.
It is an Isla. I'll tell you that.
Taste Isla. Not that I haven't been wrong on that as well. I would say it's younger, but it's hard to tell that if that's with the sherry influence in there. I like my peats young. As they get older, the peat is much more subdued, and I like it bold and punchy. And that would be my guess, but God knows I've been wrong on that too. Sometimes that peat strength will linger.
This is a non-age statement, and I'm going to guess as well as probably 8 to 10 years. And I think it's showing in that peat. That's a great age though for Isla whiskeys.
Oh yeah, yeah, especially for what I like. It actually makes for my Scotch whiskey drinking to be really price reasonable, because it doesn't take as long to get those flavors.
I'm going to score it. Do you want to talk about it some more? You want some more?
No, I don't think I could peg the distillery.
I don't want you to.
Okay.
If you felt you
I
knew
would have
it.
guessed Bunnahabhain maybe had heavily peated something. This would be a solid 92. I love those leather notes. Ooh, you got a 93 on it.
Oh yeah.
All right.
This one, like I say, this one is a great example. I loved it from when I cracked it. It's a great example. This has a sherry finish. One of 3 casks. So one of those casks was sherry. If you want, you want the reveal. This so this is a $85 bottle. Yeah.
I need to get it. I need to get it.
But you can't because it's already gone off the shelves.
Damn it. What do you mean it's gone off the shelves?
Reach in there and
God
grab it.
dang it.
There's a
Small
can, there's a
bottle?
bottle and a can.
Ooh, a bottle and a can. Okay, I see it. What?
Yep.
Really? The Càirdeas? Holy moly.
Yep. Càirdeas 3 Wood. Triple Wood. Last year's 59.5% ABV. It's been in ex-bourbon, quarter casks, and sherry casks.
Boy, did they do that good.
Yeah. Laphroaig is back, baby.
Yeah, because there was a Càirdeas I had that I could have just passed on. It wasn't all that much. I didn't like it. I know that was probably in 2017.
So, okay, and a spoiler with this. This one was, I think this was one of Whiskey Advocate's Whiskeys of the Year as well. I was in Jacobs, and they had a whole display of it back before Christmas. And I was like, okay, well, it's in town. I'll go out to Auburn and pick one up out there. So I kind of waited a few days. I go into Auburn, and they're like, oh, yeah, we only had 3 bottles of that in. It's gone. I was like, dang it, missed it. I'll go back to Jacobs.
Almost gone there?
Gone.
What?
Yep. So I go back to Auburn, and I'm like, look, can you get a bottle? And Matt was like, let me check and see.
Wow.
So he looked, and he was able to get another bottle.
Goodness.
So,
you
yeah.
had to jump through some hoops.
But Laphroaig
Way to
is back
go,
with this
Laphroaig.
one. Yeah.
Holy
it's
moly.
phenomenal. They kicked
Yeah,
it. They
I
knocked
wouldn't-
it out of the park with
Yeah,
this one.
because I usually get like a citrus note to the Laphroaigs.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you know, and I think the 10-year standard offering from Laphroaig has kind of, the peatiness has gone down. I think what people loved with Laphroaig had kind of diminished a little bit over the last few years. This one has brought it back. They knocked this one out of the park. And I'm just saying that about Laphroaig just from comments that we've had and people, even you switching from Laphroaig to Ardbeg.
Blind.
I
That
think-
was the blind tastings that did that.
Yeah. I think Laphroaig's peatiness had kind of come down. Maybe a little bit of the quality. I've heard they've actually ramped it up. Even the 10 years come back a little bit. Not that it's bad. We still love Laphroaig. But this one, and I kind of bought it. I was like, okay, let's see what this one does.
Wow.
And I'd seen the sherry cask.
dang.
And that.
And they had a whole display of it.
Oh, yeah.
We
Well,
know
I'd,
some whiskey groups that probably have 20 of these, and I'm angry with them.
They probably, yeah, I mean, by a display, I mean, probably 20 some, probably a couple cases of it.
Oh,
20 some bottles.
oh
of it.
my God. I might have gone in there and been like, give me a case of that. That is good.
Coin
Holy
407,
smokes.
by the way. Don't think we said that.
408. No. I figured I was in for a treat when you put it in my Riedel cognac glass. But I actually thought you'd source something rare and unique, which is partly why the guess was Bunnahabhain heavily peated. I figured you'd spent some extra money on something. Here, you got it for 85.
Yeah, maybe at the, I want to say it was 85 on the shelf. 89.
Boy, is that good.
Yeah. Yep. 92 from Bart, 93 from me. Blind. Says it all.
Oloroso Sherry, because what's the, don't I have a Càirdeas sitting up there somewhere that...
Yeah, yours was
Yes.
a couple years ago, and it was like
Hold
so the Càirdeas, so it looks like Càirdeas.
Right.
In the States, we would call this Càirdeas.
Or something.
It's actually somewhat similar to Càirdeas is how it sounds.
Càirdeas.
How you pronounce it.
But I wasn't a big fan of that.
This is an annual release that they do, and they do kind of a
Something
different
Yes.
finish with them. And that one was, Madeira cask finish. We had that one. The Madeira cask influence to me at that time was so light. The peat was so strong.
There's how much I dug that. That's been around forever.
After we go off camera, I'm going to try just a little sip
Try
of that.
it.
Yeah. But
Right now.
each year is something different. This year was the Triple Wood. And to me, like I said, I think they knocked it out of the park with this one.
Yeah.
If you can still find it, by all means,
Oh.
pick it up.
They deserve to see you try it. It's all dusty.
Yeah, you haven't really drank that.
No. It never harkens. There's no harkening here.
It does have a sweet nose.
Yeah, but I remember thinking I'll never buy that again. And I know it's different, so I'm dumb.
Yeah. I mean, that tastes like Laphroaig 10.
There's nothing special there.
There isn't. There still isn't.
No.
This one,
That's unbelievable. Yeah. Pop. Poop.
Build it and they will come.
I just said poop. Pop and poop. What was that?
Let's do some Patreon shout out.
You don't even want to finish that. You keep handing it back to me.
No, I thought you wanted to try it.
No, I tried it.
Yeah.
I'm going back to this. I'm liable to switch them out while you're reading.
All right. See, you read that? See that? $1 supporter, new Patreon supporter came in. Tom Maxwell.
Tommy Maxwell.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate
Thanks, Tom. Thank you.
And
Ooh,
Terrell.
Terrell.
I would say
Wegener?
Wegener.
Yeah, Wegener.
Almost
Wegener?
like Wagner.
I think it's a
Wegener.
A Wegener.
Terrell.
Sounds like a spice.
Thank you, Terrell. Appreciate it.
Terrell, your last name is the spice. I put a little Wegener in there. A little Wegener.
Yeah, hats off to Laphroaig on this
Little
one.
tip. Bam. Laphroaig, way to go. I am sorry I missed. Very sorry.
Well, and that's why I thought this would do so well blind.
Yes.
And I almost thought if you saw Laphroaig Cairdeas coming in, you might have a little bit. You might go back and think this style. You might think it's going to be not good.
On the shelf, I would have, but tasting here, again, the sweet spot for me with peated whiskey are the leathers and the tobaccos. And when there's leather and tobacco, I'm all over it. I mean, I love it, which is why I became Bart Bag.
Ooh.
Man, is that good.
Well, see, I've had it a few times. Look at where the level is. I'm like, that's a good one.
That is a really good one, especially at that price point. My goodness. Smart. I missed out. Scotch It, you Scotch gods.
Cilantro.
Dummies.